Hi, everyone. My name is Alison Bucklin, and I am the leader of Team Possible. I am leading a team to bring and raise funds for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society in their Man and Woman of the Year campaign. And I am just so excited and blessed to be able to be in this position, to be able to do so. It's very relevant. It is a personal mission for me. And the purpose of this video and this video series is to bring hope and inspiration to the world by sharing stories of those that have been affected by cancer. And I am just beyond grateful today to ask some questions and for you to be able to get to know Jara, Hennig, and it's so relevant that we're here because 3 years ago, we didn't even know who each other were. And yet we were connected in more ways than we'd ever begin to understand. And so I'm going to get right into a few questions that I want to ask Jara. And it's just a privilege to be in this place right now. So, hey, Jara.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Alison. How are you?
Good. So please share with the world who you are, where you're from, and how your life has been impacted by cancer.
So I'm Jara, as Alison already said. I'm from Hamburg, Germany. I am 28 by now. Oh. And I have been affected by cancer probably all my life. Because, growing up, friends and family, some of them had cancer, or the families of friends. And the biggest hit with cancer in my youth was when my best friend's mom got breast cancer. She got probably around the time when I started school for my job, like my apprenticeship. That's when she got the diagnosis, and that's when I started feeling super helpless. And one reason that I wanted to, I always wanted to help, but I didn't know how. So I decided to sign up for the DKMS registry, which is the blood cancer registry here in Germany, which is the most well-known, I would say. And yeah, I decided to sign up because, that's one thing that you can do, just to sign up. And I never thought that I would ever get a call. I was hoping I wouldn't get the call to need to donate because, they always say, if you don't get called, your genetic twin is healthy. So that's a good thing. And I'm like, okay, that's good. I hope I won't ever get the call. And well, unfortunately I did. But I'm also very happy that I did. So yeah, that's how I got involved in all of this, like trying to get more awareness, spread more awareness of blood cancer and other cancers, because, we need to spread awareness. We need to talk about it. It's a sickness that affects almost everybody at some point.
And you, in your selfless donation, after getting that call, yeah. May 23rd, 2017, you went in, and which is just beyond amazing that we're here today, 3 years later. You went in to give your donation, yes, not knowing yet who your perfect genetic match was.
Yes, that's right. The 23rd is a date that has been a big date in my entire life already, since it's my dad's birthday as well. So happy birthday, Papa. But, I got the call end of April, I think it was, and then I had to go in to get the final checkups and everything. My friend Lauren from the States was with me at the time because she was visiting me. And on May 23rd, I did my last shot of my self-practiced medicine of getting the mobilization of my stem cells going. And at 8 a.m. I was hooked up to the machines, And yeah, that was the start of it. 3 hours later, my donation was done. And, you know, the funny part, or the best part, I think, was that my mom got to see my stem cells leave the clinic and was like, oh my God, I just saw them leave. That was your bag. And I'm like, yes. And then we went home. And I called the DKMS to find out who I was donating for. Like, they would tell me the gender and the age and where she was from, or him, you know. At that point I didn't know. And I was still on the train going home when I called them, because I just couldn't keep it in any longer. I needed to know who it was. And
they told you, but we did not know the identity.
Nope, I just knew, as I said, the gender, female, at the time of being 61 years old and from the United States. But, you know, the States are a big place, so it could have been anywhere. And then, yeah, I waited to hear how it was going and how she's doing. And at some point, I think about a month or two later, I got the first card saying, I'm doing good, from your recipient. Thank you very much. And I'm like, I opened the mail when I saw that letter from the DKMS, because it came from the DKMS. And I started crying. My mom was like, what's going on? And I'm like, I got the card. And yeah, that was crazy for me.
That's so wonderful. And then a year ago,
yes,
we found out, you found out who each other was. And that recipient is my mother-in-law, Barbara Bucklin. She's going to be my next interview. And then we're going to come to bring you guys together and on May 28th to just kind of share that story and reunion. But I'm just beyond grateful for you, and we all appreciate you. And we can hope that this is going to bring awareness for those people to get tested, to be on that registry. So my next question, what type of blessing or advice would you offer for those who are impacted?
Well, it depends on what kind of impact, you know. If you're sick, I would just hope that you lean on to people around you, talk to them, let them help you, because there is no shame in asking for help. We always and all at some point need help in our lives. If you are someone that is like a caregiver or I don't know, family of the affected, I can always say just talk, because it helps. We need to talk. We need to cherish the time that we have, and we need to get other people involved in our cause and try to, you know, get a point across that we are all in this together. We're one world. We're all the same. We need to be, yeah.
That's lovely. We are. We're all connected. We are. My last question is, what is one thing that you would like to champion about the work that LLS is doing?
For me, the most important thing about the work that LLS does, besides taking care of their patients, is the research that they're doing. Because without research, we don't get any further. We don't know how to cure the cancers of the world. And, you know, when I did my donation, or my last checkup before my donation, I actually gave, I think, 20 vials of blood. Some were for the test to check if I'm eligible and everything is okay with me, but most of them were for research. So they have, like, I don't know, I think about 5 to 7 vials of my blood just for the research, how it came to be that I'm a perfect match for a person that I'm not related to, that I've never met before. And we need this kind of blood for that. And maybe they find a cure at some point. If it's not for blood cancer, maybe it is for another cancer or another sickness, another disorder. I don't know. But it's the most important thing for us to have this research and to support it.
Hold on. Let me unmute myself. I couldn't agree more with you. I really couldn't. And, you know, that research has led to advancements that, you know, we have both been blessed because of that before. I mean, yes. Who'd have thought 2 women across the world from each other would be so connected, and that you'd be able to connect with Barbara and just we are all connected. So it's important to ask for help. I just want to thank you for coming on and sharing your story and being a part of Team Possible. And we wouldn't be here without you. And I am going to be sharing a link for donating to this cause to Jara's page, should you feel inclined to do so. Thank you for your time, and lots of love to you.
Thank you. Lots of love to you too. And I wanted to say one more thing. If anybody has any questions about the process and how to sign up or what's going on when you're signed up and you're getting the call, please reach out to me. I'll always be happy to help and explain.
Wonderful. Thank you for that.
Thank you.